Most people will never be successful. Not because they can't, but because they won't. They won't sacrifice. They won't stay disciplined. They won't do what it takes when it gets hard. But you have a choice right now. You can be like the majority, soft, lazy, full of excuses. Or you can decide right here, right now, that you're going to become unstoppable. The world doesn't owe you anything. No one is coming to save you. So if you want it, get up and take it. Nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody cares about your problems. Nobody cares how tired you are, how unfair life has been, or how much you've been through. That's the cold, hard truth. The world isn't sitting around waiting to feel sorry for you. The world is moving forward, with or without you. Every second you waste complaining is a second someone else is out there grinding, putting in the work, and making things happen. You think life is unfair? Of course it is. You think the odds are stacked against you? Maybe they are, but so what? What are you going to do about it? Sit around and cry? Wait for someone to save you? Newsflash. No one is coming. No one is going to do the work for you. No one is going to wake up at 4 a.m. and put in the hours for you. No one is going to push through the pain for you. No one is going to make sure you stay disciplined. That's on you. People love to talk about why they can't succeed. They blame their parents, their circumstances, their lack of connections. They tell themselves a story about why they're stuck. But that's all it is, a story. The reality, someone out there had it worse than you and they still made it. Someone out there was homeless, broke, abandoned, and they still found a way. You don't have an excuse. You have a choice. You can choose to be a victim, or you can choose to get to work. Most people will never achieve their goals, not because they aren't capable, but because they aren't willing. They aren't willing to sacrifice. They aren't willing to push through discomfort. They aren't willing to do what it takes. Everybody wants success, but nobody wants to suffer for it. They want the rewards without the struggle. They want the body without the workouts. They want the money without the discipline. They want the lifestyle without the grind. But that's not how it works. The truth is, success is a lonely, painful road. It demands more from you than you think you can give. It will break you, test you, and push you to the edge. And that's exactly why most people quit. They hit one setback and they fold. They fail once and they give up. They feel a little discomfort and they run back to their old habits. That's the difference between the ones who make it and the ones who don't. The ones who make it push through even when they don't feel like it. They show up every day no matter what. They don't care about feelings. They don't care about motivation. They care about results. You say you want it, but do you really? Do you really want success? Or do you just like the idea of it? Do you like the thought of being great, or are you actually willing to put in the work? Because if you're serious, there's only one option. Get up and grind. No matter how tired you are, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many times you fail, keep pushing, keep going, keep proving to yourself that you are stronger than your excuses. The problem with most people is that they're soft. They've been coddled, protected, given a safety net. They've never had to fight for anything. The moment things get hard, they break. They let their emotions control them. They let fear stop them. They let doubt creep in and paralyze them. That's why they stay average. That's why they never achieve anything great. They let their feelings dictate their actions instead of their purpose. The truth is, the world is brutal. It does not care about your feelings. It does not care if you're tired. It does not care if you're struggling. It rewards those who show up and punishes those who make excuses. You think the most successful people in the world got there by accident? You think they woke up one day and had everything handed to them? No. They earned it. They worked when others slept. They sacrificed when others partied. They stayed disciplined when others gave in to distractions. You want more out of life? Then earn it. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission. Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is a joke. It's temporary. It comes and goes. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. You need to wake up every day and do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. You need to stop negotiating with yourself. Stop giving yourself an out. Stop making excuses. You say you don't have time? Make time. You say you don't have the resources? Find them. You say you don't know where to start? Figure it out. The most successful people in the world didn't start with all the answers. They start with a mindset, whatever it takes. No matter what obstacles came their way, they adapted, they learned, they kept moving forward. And that's what you need to do. You need to stop overthinking, stop doubting yourself, stop hesitating. Just start. Just do the work. Stop worrying about how long it will take. The time is going to pass anyway. You can either spend it grinding, building, improving, or you can waste it making excuses, procrastinating, staying the same. Nobody cares about your struggles. Nobody cares about how hard it is. Everybody has struggles. Everybody has problems. You think you're the only one who's tired? The only one who's dealing with setbacks? The only one who's fighting battles? You're not. The difference between those who win and those who lose is simple. Winners don't stop. They don't complain. They don't let pain break them. They let pain fuel them. They turn every setback into motivation. They turn every loss into a lesson. They use every ounce of struggle as fuel to push harder. You have to stop expecting it to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard. That's what separates the strong from the weak. That's what weeds out the quitters. That's what makes the difference between those who succeed and those who never even try. How bad do you want it? Because if you want it bad enough, nothing will stop you. Not pain, not fear, not doubt. You will find a way. You will do whatever it takes. You will wake up earlier, stay up later, put in the extra work, push through every obstacle. But if you don't want it bad enough, you will find every excuse. You will blame everything but yourself. You will tell yourself stories about why you can't. And 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you'll be in the exact same place, wondering why nothing changed. The harsh reality is you are exactly where you deserve to be right now. Your results are a reflection of your work ethic, your discipline, your consistency. If you're not where you want to be, it's because you haven't done what it takes, period. But the good news, you can change that right now. The moment you decide to stop making excuses and start making moves, everything shifts. The moment you stop waiting for motivation and start demanding more from yourself, you level up. What's it going to be? Are you going to keep complaining, keep making excuses, keep staying the same? Or are you going to get up, get to work, and take control of your future? Because at the end of the day, nobody cares. Nobody's coming to hand you success. Nobody is going to do it for you. It's on you. It's always been on you. And it always will be. Pain is something every single person in this world will experience. You can't escape it. It's part of life, part of growth, part of the process. But here's what most people don't realize. You have a choice in the kind of pain you experience. You can choose the pain of discipline, or you can choose the pain of regret. One will make you stronger, tougher, and better. The other will eat you alive from the inside out. Most people avoid pain at all costs. They don't want to wake up early. They don't want to put in the extra hours. They don't want to push through the discomfort. They choose comfort over growth, and they stay exactly where they are. But comfort is a trap. It lulls you into thinking you're safe, but what you're really doing is slowly killing your potential. Every time you choose comfort over discipline, you're making a decision that your future self will have to live with. Pain is temporary, but regret lasts forever. You might feel the pain of waking up at 5 a.m. to hit the gym, but that pain fades. You might feel the pain of grinding late into the night while everyone else is out partying, but that pain fades. You might feel the pain of pushing past your limits, stretching yourself, sacrificing things you once enjoyed, but that pain fades. But you know what doesn't fade? The pain of looking back and realizing you wasted your potential. The pain of knowing you could have done more but didn't. The pain of watching someone else live the life you wanted, not because they were luckier than you, but because they were willing to endure what you weren't. There will come a day when you wake up and realize time has passed you by. The opportunities you ignored are gone. The the dreams you had are nothing but distant memories. And you'll wish you could go back and do it differently. You'll wish you had taken the chance, made the sacrifice, done the hard work. But by then, it'll be too late. Because time doesn't wait. Time doesn't care about your excuses. Time keeps moving forward, with or without you. Look around you. Look at the people who settled. The ones who gave up on their dreams. The ones who took the easy road. They're everywhere. You see it in their eyes. The regret, the frustration, the longing for a second chance. You think they don't wish they could go back? You think they don't replay those moments in their head, the times they quit too soon? The times they let fear win? The times they told themselves, I'll do it later, and later never came? Regret is a slow poison. It doesn't kill you all at once. It eats away at you day by day, moment by moment, year by year, until you wake up one day and realize you've run out of time. But the good news, you still have time. You still have a chance. You still have a choice. Right now, in this moment, you get to decide what kind of pain you're going to feel. The pain of pushing through or the pain of giving up. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. You might think the pain of discipline is too much. You might think it's unbearable. But that's only because you've never fully committed. You've never gone all in. The mind will trick you into believing you can't handle it. But the truth is, you're stronger than you think. Your body can push further. Your mind can endure more. You just have to stop letting the voice in your head convince you otherwise. Think about the last time you gave up on something. Maybe it was a workout. Maybe it was a goal. Maybe it was an opportunity. How did you feel afterward? Did you feel proud? Did you feel strong? Or did you feel like you let yourself down? That feeling right there, that's regret. And if you don't do something about it, that feeling will become a part of who you are. Now think about the last time you pushed through something difficult. Maybe you didn't feel like working out, but you did it anyway. Maybe you wanted to quit, but you kept going. How did you feel afterward? You felt powerful. You felt accomplished. You felt unstoppable. That's because you proved to yourself that you're stronger than your excuses. That's because you felt the pain of discipline, and instead of running from it, you embraced it. People who live with regret always talk about what could have been. They talk about the dreams they never chased, the risks they never took, the goals they never committed to. They live in the past because the present is too painful. They settle for mediocrity because they're too afraid to face the truth that they wasted their shot. Do you want to be one of those people? Do you want to be the person who looks back in 10 years and realizes you played it safe, that you took the easy road, that you let fear dictate your choices? Or do you want to be the person who looks back and knows, without a doubt, that you gave it everything you had, that you left nothing on the table, that you endured the pain, and because of that, you won? The pain of discipline is what builds you. Every rep in the gym, every hour spent grinding, every moment of sacrifice, it's all shaping you into the person you need to become. And yes, it hurts. Yes, it's uncomfortable. But that's the price of greatness. That's the price of success. There are two types of pain in this world. One makes you stronger, the other leaves you broken. One lasts for a moment, the other lasts a lifetime. Which one are you going to choose? Most people wake up every day and let their excuses run their lives. They hit the snooze button, they tell themselves they'll start tomorrow. They wait for the perfect time that never comes. They act like they have unlimited time, like they can afford to waste another day, another week, another year. They tell themselves stories about why they can't, why it's too hard, why it's not the right moment. And that's exactly why they stay the same. That's exactly why they never reach their full potential. Because instead of stepping up, instead of becoming a beast, they let their weak mindset control them. You weren't born to be average. You weren't put on this earth to live like everybody else, to settle for a mediocre existence, to just get by. But that's exactly what happens when you make excuses. You strip yourself of your own power. You hand over control to fear, to laziness, to procrastination. And before you know it, you're looking around, wondering why nothing in your life has changed, wondering why you're still in the same place, doing the same things, getting the same results. The reason? You never went all in. You never killed your excuses. You never became the beast you were meant to be. Becoming a beast means developing an unshakable mindset. It means deciding once and for all that no matter what happens, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how much pain, frustration, or failure you experience, you will not stop. You will not quit. You will not let anything stand between you and your goals. Most people don't have that level of commitment. They start something, and as soon as it gets uncomfortable, they run. As soon as it gets hard, they fold. They let the smallest obstacles stop them because deep down, they're not serious. A real beast doesn't care how they feel. They don't wait for motivation. They don't wait for inspiration. They don't wait for things to get easier. They wake up every single day and do what needs to be done. They show up when they're tired. They show up when they don't feel like it. They show up when everything in their body is telling them to stop. Because they understand that the only thing standing between them and their goals is work. And work doesn't care about your feelings. Your mind is your worst enemy. It will lie to you. It will tell you you're too tired, that you should take it easy, that you should slow down. It will try to convince you that quitting is the right choice, that you're not built for this, that success is for other people. That's the battle you have to fight every single day. It's not you versus the world. It's you versus you. It's you versus the voice in your head that wants you to be weak. And if you're not strong enough, you're not disciplined enough, that voice will control your life. That voice will rob you of your dreams. The difference between winners and losers is simple. Losers listen to their excuses. Winners don't. Losers let their emotions dictate their actions. Winners don't. Losers look for reasons to stop. Winners look for reasons to keep going. If you want to be successful, you have to kill every excuse in your mind. You have to rewire your brain so that quitting is not an option, so that failure is just a stepping stone, so that discipline becomes your default setting. Most people think they need motivation to get started, but motivation is weak. It's unreliable. It comes and goes. There will be days when you don't feel like showing up, when you don't feel like grinding, when you don't feel like pushing yourself. And that's when most people fail. They think, I'll do it when I feel like it. That's loser talk. That's why most people never achieve anything great, because they only do the work when it's easy, when it's convenient, when they feel good. That's not what beasts do. A beast operates on discipline. A beast does the work whether they feel like it or not. A beast understands that every excuse is just weakness trying to take over. And weakness has no place in the life of someone who wants to win. You want to be a champion? You want to be great? Then act like it. Stop giving yourself an out. Stop making excuses for why you're not where you want to be. Stop blaming your past, your circumstances, other people. The only thing stopping you is you. The strongest, most successful people in the world don't have fewer problems than you. They don't have easier lives. They don't have some special advantage that you don't. The only difference is they show up. They put in the work. They kill their excuses before their excuses kill them. They don't sit around waiting for things to be perfect. They just start. They don't wait for the right time. They make the time. They don't wait for life to give them what they want. They take it. You have that same power inside you, but you have to make a choice. You have to decide what kind of person you're going to be. Are you going to be the type of person who lets life happen to them? Who sits around complaining, waiting, hoping things will change? Are you going to take control? Are you going to kill every excuse, destroy every doubt, and finally do what needs to be done? Because at the end of the day, no one is going to do it for you. No one is coming to save you. No one cares about your excuses. You have to develop the mindset of a beast. That means no more negotiating with yourself. No more, I'll start tomorrow. No more, I'm too tired. No more, I don't feel like it. The second those thoughts enter your head, you have to shut them down. You have to tell yourself, No matter what, I'm getting this done. And then you go and do it. You have to be relentless. You have to attack your goals with a level of intensity that most people can't even comprehend. You have to be willing to do what others won't so you can live a life others can't. You have to push yourself to your limits every single day and then push even further. That's what separates the weak from the strong. That's what separates the quitters from the winners. This world doesn't reward people who make excuses. It doesn't care about your feelings, your struggles, your problems. It rewards those who show up, those who put in the work, those who refuse to quit. So, if you want more out of life, you have to stop waiting, stop wishing, stop hoping. You have to start doing. You have to start executing. You have to start moving like the beast you were meant to be. No more excuses. No more doubts. No more weakness. It's time to kill the old version of you. The one who was afraid, the one who hesitated, the one who quit when things got tough. It's time to step up, to push harder, to grind like your life depends on it. Because it does. Right now, look in the mirror. That's your competition. That's your enemy. That's the only person standing between you and success. So ask yourself, are you done being average? Are you done making excuses? Are you ready to become the savage you were meant to be? Then stop talking and start doing. No more waiting. No more excuses. Go fuck and get it. If this speech woke something inside you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment if you're done making excuses. Tag someone who needs this wake-up call.